It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching the Oilers' leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Austin and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but it's not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of shepherd's pie.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Austin ball club, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. And McKee now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
This second and 4. McKee. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. And McKee will look to throw it. And he is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McKee now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 66 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's McKee. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But you know, we always talk about how coaches say we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the #1 seed in the bye, that's terrific. The bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in your spot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Austin's offense ready to go again as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here is 3rd down and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Austin's offense ready to go again. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, McKee. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down, Dragons.
Looking to throw, McKee. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Up the middle they go. Compton. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
McKee to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 3rd down. McKee. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. McKee. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. McKee. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers get a bit closer.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Now the extra point. And it's 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. McKee. Wide open receiver, complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McKee. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now a hit and a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a quick throw caught out wide, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Queen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st down, McKee. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd down now. Queen, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Dragons.
Looking to throw. McKee. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McKee. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McKee. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throw left side, complete. That's Newton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll roll it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mills. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Oilers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13. This taken in right around the goal line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Compton. There he goes, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Compton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dragons are able to add on to that lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Houston's offense taking over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Austin's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And McKee now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And an Austin 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Austin.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
McKee. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And McKee will look to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd down and goal. McKee. And that one too wide and incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
40. Oilers 14.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ramsey, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
What was that, man?
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Jones on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mills.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
32-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Ramsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Austin's offense ready to go again. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's McKee. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And now out comes Houston. Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Throwing Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McKee to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Back to throw, McKee. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Looking to throw, McKee. Now Clement fumbles the football, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Houston set to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Newton. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Off play action. Jones. Throw out wide is incomplete. 4th down. 10 yards to go. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's first down. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jones. And it's caught.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Jones. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down now, Green. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. McKee now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Austin, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year.